thing since this thing ran. Holy crap. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. And last time we put that 5.9 together to go in the 51 so we can get this thing back up and running because it's been way too long. I really miss this truck. It's so much fun to drive. And it hasn't run in like 4 months, so that's been killing me. But before we go and stab it back in there, there's a lot of repair work that needs to go on in here. I mean, this thing was on fire last time it ran and it was bad. So there's a lot of repair and I got a lot of fireproofing to do. Alright, to give you guys an idea of what exactly I'm working with here, let's kind of go through some of this. So all this white down here, that is all fire extinguisher residue, because this whole side was on fire. And the big fireball we had was the power steering line, which you can see that thing just has a big hole in it. It's all charred, so I got to replace that. Which, at that point, this is my power steering line here. These are my two fuel lines, my feed and return, and they're a little crispy too. Not real bad, but that's not good. So that, I'm gonna build a big heat shield here, I think, just to keep all the heat on the inside. But that's gotta get replaced. That needs a heat shield because that's really scary. Down here, this is my power wire to my starter, which that's toast. Those are bad. Here, this is the trigger wire to the starter. This is why I would no longer start off the key because, yeah, that. So then even up here, I got some stuff that's frayed out. So that's not too bad, but there's so much heat under the hood and I got to replace all that and I got to heat shield it. But the heat is what's killing me. I mean, I've melted this stuff before, so this has already been heat sleeved. And then, oh, I forgot, over here, there's all this wiring down here that is also just charred and gone. So this thing really got hit pretty bad. This is actually an old burn. This stuff's all new, but it's bad. So this thing obviously is a big heat problem under the hood, and it's bad that it's burning everything and it's shutting me down and it's ending my burnouts, but it's also contributing to the overheating. There's just so much heat in the engine bay, and I didn't even run the hood last time and I couldn't get the heat out. And a lot of it is because I've got exhaust over here coming forward, coming across, and then up to the turbo. So there's so much exhaust. I mean, the exhaust glows red hot on this thing in the burnouts. Once it hits like a minute and a half, the thing just glows. And I'll put a clip in here from the Mo party when the thing was just glowing. All that heat in the engine bay is just ruining everything. I mean, I've lost plug wires. It's not good. It's a mess. So I'm going to try to heat wrap as much as I can. I'm going to try to heat sleeve everything. I'm going to heat wrap the exhaust. And hopefully I can keep the heat in the exhaust and get it out the back of the truck without it just burning everything under the hood. Because I'm tired of putting motors together and I want this thing to be even more competitive. So I've got a few other changes I want to make it competitive. The first one is I've got to get this heat under control, and then we'll put the 5.9 back in. Well, both headers are all wrapped. I'd say I got about 95% coverage on them. Steering shaft goes there, so I couldn't really put any there. Like I said, I wanted to leave some space here so I can get the bolts in and out, but I'm pretty happy with that. They still look pretty freaking sweet. So now I got that done. That took over 100 foot of heater wrap because I got 350 foot rolls and that's a little bit left. Now I got to do the whole up pipe. And this seemed like the easiest way to do it was just hang it from the cherry picker because I don't really feel like taking the turbo off. And basically my plan is to wrap it from both headers all the way up to the turbo. Like I said, I need to keep all the heat out of the engine bay that I can, and this should help a lot. Well, pipe is done, and I had enough left over to wrap. This will basically be the part where it comes down to the body, because here's my rub marks where it goes through the fender. So that'll help. I mean, I really should wrap down here, but I don't have any more. Honestly, this will keep me from burning myself a little bit more. But now that that's done, what I gotta do is take care of this, because that's the line that I melted a hole in and sprayed oil, power steering fluid all over the header. And then these are my fuel lines, and they're okay, but they're getting a little stiff because they're getting a bunch of heat in them. And then you can see here, this is the starter wire. So there's a ton of heat over here and everything's really close. So what I do is build a heat shield that actually mounts right to the shock towers, have a little bend on it in front and back. Just a little sheet metal one that I'll drill and tap right into the shock mount. And that should, if I can put a sheet metal heat shield there, keep these things from melting again. And if they do spray, it won't be directly on the header. Well, my heat shield turned out pretty nice. It's real solid. I welded some washers on the backside to give it a little air gap, so it's not touching everything. So all my power steering lines now are behind this heat shield. The fuel lines are back here behind the heat shield. So that should work really, really well and keep everything from burning in there. And it's nice and solid too. It's not going anywhere, and hopefully we can stop burning some stuff. Now we got to fix a bunch of wiring before we can stab the motor back in. Got all these wires replaced and heat sleeved with this high temp stuff, so hopefully all those cables are good. That should take care of that. And then over here I got my new power steering line on the hydro boost. Just got to get it down here, got to make it fit. I got all this wiring repaired here because that was all melted from a previous incident. So I think I'm finally back to no burned out wires on this thing. And hopefully I've got enough heat sleeve on all the hot stuff. And yeah, now I just gotta put the clutch on the motor, stab the motor back in, put everything back together, and we can finally get this thing back on the road. Alright, she's all back together. Time for a test start, but first you can kind of see how all this is coming together. Everything in here is heat wrapped. The whole up pipe, both manifolds coming up. These are actually the old plug wires with their old heat wrap. They're same as they were working good, so I didn't change them. But you can see the heat shield in here. I got a little bit of gap there, and then on the back I've got a little bit of gap, which actually that one line is burned. That's all the power steering fluid. So we're going to start it without a belt because I have to replace the other power steering line. But that should keep everything pretty cool on this side, and then down in, pretty much kind of see it down there. Those are all those gold lines down there. That's everything going to the starter. So that should fix that. Oh, you can see them here. So all that stuff is heat wrapped in there really well too. So hopefully no more burning in there. And then on this side, all this stuff is wrapped. Turbo's wrapped. I wrapped the downpipe a little bit. You know, you can see everything is wrapped in here. Those are the plug wires right there up top. They're all wrapped up. Rewrapped the turbo drain line. Everything in there is wrapped and tied up. I got 2 new coils in there because the first 2 coils had melted, so I replaced them. Some brand new Junkyard parts. So I think we're ready to start it up, and hopefully now this should keep all the heat in the exhaust and out the downpipe and out the back of the truck. So it should all come out back there instead of just radiating in the engine bay here. So hopefully this should work. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. we'll fire it up and we'll see how this thing sounds. Okay, I think we're gonna try and start it. The dome pressure sensor seems to have been cooked. It's just reading 20 psi all the time, which doesn't really matter right now, but it will prevent us from actually driving it. But I'm just gonna try to fire it up right now and kind of see what everything looks like. All right, it's a neutral. Ignition's on. Let's do. See if the fuel pump primes. Fuel pump primes. We have fuel pressure. Well, let's crank it, see what happens. Well, it ran, so that's good for something. Where is oil pressure? Why do I not see oil pressure on here? It's okay, it's up here. Zero oil pressure. And it sounds like it. That is not good. Let's try it one more time and see what we get here. It's been a long time since this thing ran. Holy crap. God, it's been 4 months.
Since August.
Yeah. It's been, probably 4 months since it ran.
It sounds damn good.
I know, it sounds so good. I forgot how gnarly this thing sounds. Man, the motor sounds really good too. 70-some pounds of oil pressure. And it's burning all the stuff out of the header wrap, which is what it does, but hell yeah. Yeah, you should probably open the door. Let us get some air in here.
Yeah, it's a little smoky in here.
Yeah, that header wrap takes a little while to burn everything out of it, but damn. That is sweet. I need a dome pressure sensor, a power steering, hydro boost to gear line, because that's why it's all leaking. I didn't realize that one was burned. And then put the front clip back on, and we can go drive it.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. God, I miss this truck. I've missed this thing so much. God, it's just, I forgot. This thing just, every time I don't drive it, I forget how much of a monster it is. How fast it spools, how much, boost it makes. But, yeah, we're going to go test drive it next time. And I'm putting it to 20 pounds. that wastegate is going to be set to make 20 pounds of boost. Because I'm tired of this 17, 18. I want to say I'm making 20 pounds. So we're going to put 20 pounds on it and see what happens and go just basically go have fun because I have missed this truck so much. But man, I'm happy. I am happy. It sounds good, runs good, everything in the data looked good.